Show me. Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is Dr. Ken Harris.
Why is this here? You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. 833-212-1017 is the number. I have a question. It's a simple question. 833-212-1017 is the number. You can start dialing. What is the TV show? Notice I said TV show, so that cuts out most of millennials and Z. What TV show changed your life? I want to know. What TV show did you go see that altered the trajectory of your life? Because when I was growing up, TV was the advent. This whole streaming thing was like paid TV, right? Like you were cool because you got paid TV. Like you could watch movies that were first run on paid. It was over the air paid TV, and you had to buy a box and put it in your house. It was dumb. Now I can get the same thing on my phone. But think about the fact that what you see today was not present, much of it, 30 years ago. I mean, the internet didn't really make its advent until, 94, 95. And then you had to have a computer, and it was dial up, and you had to pay the phone bill. You had to pay the what was the first one? I can't remember it. And then AOL took over, and everybody thought AOL was going to be it, and everybody was going to one place, and they got so scattered. So the internet grew, but we still watched TV. Like there was no video on the internet. It wasn't fast enough because we watched television. We transferred information, we transferred knowledge, we transferred news, good and bad. And then, internet took over, and that was that. But everybody has that one show. Who's a baby boomer and a Gen X? Everybody has that one show that when they saw it, it went. Now, today you have that show. But you watch it on a phone, you watch it streaming, and so you have the same effect. And so I guess I can talk to Z and millennials. What TV show changed your life? Because growing up, I didn't know what middle class was. Like, I didn't know what it actually was. Like, okay, you're middle class, but what does that mean? Does that mean you're, money, where you live? I mean, for me, owning a house was like, wow, you have a house. Growing up, my mother never owned a house or a car. Excuse me. It's not a negative. I don't think it hurt us any. Catching the bus, going places, taking the L, if you know what that is in Chicago. All that. Like it never hurt, it never bothered. And eventually my sister got a car, and then my other sister got a car, and then I got a car. So, but TV was the revolutionary internet of its time. And Black people were few and far between. as it relates to TV. You had one or two sprinkled in. I think Robert Culp had Bill Cosby co-star with him on I Spy, or he told him he wouldn't do it. Like he almost lost his job and his entire career in Hollywood because he wanted to have a black guy be his co-host. And I mean co-host, not, actor somewhere down the road doing something, but actually co-host. They were partners in the TV show and starring and co-starring, which was unheard of back then. I don't know if we have that today. I think today we spend so much time being balanced and showing how much equity we have and inclusion we have that we lose the ethnicity of the media and the power it can give to people who don't see people that look like them. What are your thoughts? 833-212-1017 is the number. The TV show that had a life-altering effect on you. Growing up, I never had anything. Star Trek intrigued me, made me want to fly. At one point, wanted to go into the Air Force and be a pilot. I can't think of a TV show that moved me in the 70s or even the early 80s. Like, didn't really make me go, wow, that's great. Something I watched. Now, I did watch roller derby. You know what roller derby is? I did watch roller derby every single Sunday night on Channel 32 in Chicago. It was the resident wrestling that was fake. Except back then we called it wrestling instead of wrestling. And so, two fake sports that everybody watched. But there was nothing that caught your eye that made you go, wow, I have to see that every week. And there were some black shows. Can you tell this is Throwback Thursday? Anyway, there were some black shows, but they never quite caught, right? They never quite. It was always the black person playing a white version of a person. Does that make sense? It was like a black person who acted white, talked white, had all the physical and life accoutrements of being white. They just had black skin. And so it made people not believe it, and made the characters unbelievable because the black experience was nowhere near that. And we understood that even if you were black in middle class, even if you were black in upper class, even if you were black in lower class or homeless, there's some experiences you had and it didn't matter. Just like today, maybe today. And it drove us to realize that you can actually win without taking it from someone else. That you can actually become somebody and not have it be a detriment to someone else. That you can build your life, become middle class, get a job, go to school, go to work, whatever it is, whatever you choose, and live a great life. What was that for you? What was the TV show that had a life-altering effect on you? Because when I tell you mine, you may go, yeah, that was mine too. But what I need to know from you, is why. 833-212-1017 is the number. The show that changed my life is a show that was the first time in my entire life I had actually seen what I thought I wanted in life. A family. Now, we have had other shows that had families, but it wasn't the kind of family that I wanted. And it wasn't until I saw this show that I said, that's what I want, that's what I'm going to pursue, and that's what I'm going to get. And you know the name of the show. The name of the show is The Cosby Show.
And that is Dr. Ken's Truth on the new 1017 The Truth.
Truth Nation, Dr. Ken Harris here, and I'm excited about the Truth Partnership with Versity. There is a serious need for blood donations in the Black community, and Versity wants to bring awareness